Hey, what's going on, guys? Tim here. Yeah, I meant to do a video about this knife so long ago. Yeah, this video is way overdue. Meant to do this at least a million years ago. Anyways, yeah, as you can see, this is a video about my John Grimsmo Norseman. Um, yeah, there's not much to say that hasn't already been said about this knife. Some really great videos about the Norseman, and yeah, this is the knife that obviously has been featured in John Grimsmo's Knife Making Tuesdays. Is that the series? Yeah. He kind of brought everyone along on his journey making this knife, along with the help of his brother. And yeah, it's a great knife. This is actually the first custom that I've ever purchased myself. And yeah, definitely not disappointed. So, this is the actually the first production run of the knife. John, I believe, is in his second or third generation now. He's made so many changes to the Grimsmo Norseman, and it's nothing short of amazing how much detail he goes into, and all the subtle changes that he does to improve his knife. So just to quickly go over it, I'm not gonna get too much into the details. This is just really to tell you what I like about the knife and what I don't like. But yeah, as you can see, everything is done by CNC. Everything is 3D machined on John's Tormac, milling machine. And this one is the honeycomb configuration. And yeah, it's titanium handle slabs, frame lock. The on my particular model, the frame lock side and the clip has been orange peeled. This side has the honeycomb pattern CNC milled into it, along with orange peeling on the flats. And yeah, blue anodized thumb stud up here, and a 3D machined pocket clip with the JG logo on it. I believe the logo on it now is that sort of helmet kind of looking logo. That's what John's putting on it now. Yeah, really awesome knife. Very slim profile. Yeah, it's got two anodized blue titanium stand-ups here, but yeah, very slim profile knife. Carries very well in the pocket, just the way I like my knives. I like having a knife that not it doesn't have to disappear in your pocket, but I like it when it doesn't. I don't necessarily feel it all the time, so I'm not really too into the big clunky overbuilt stuff. That stuff's still cool, but I wouldn't always carry those types of knives. But yeah, nice profile, really nice. Ergo's excellent due to its kind of thin profile. Does have rounded jimping, which is a bit more just for aesthetics, not very functional, but it does have a ramp here, so when a knife has good ergonomics, you don't need hard cut jimping and stuff like that. Pocket clip is awesome. I mean, it's as you can see, it's milled so thin here, and it works perfectly. Very easy to get the knife in and out of your pocket, and it's nice and rounded and flat. So when you grip this knife, like you can squeeze as hard as you want, but you won't feel that pocket clip at all, like zero. It's almost like there's no pocket clip on there, which is pretty cool. And yep, it's got that machined milled blade, RWL34 steel, and it's got these kind of grooves milled into it, as you can see all along the hollow grind area here. And it's really, really cool. It's almost got like a hand rub finish on it. Sorry, I'm getting my fingerprints on there. But yeah, really cool. Very, very reminiscent of what Brian Ty does. And obviously, I'm sure that's where the inspiration came from, seeing as how Brian Ty is Canadian, as well as the Grimsmo brothers. What else? Let's see. Oh yeah, well, most notably the action. Really super smooth action. It rides on a caged bearing system, so not IKBS, but bearings, stainless steel bearings. I believe they're 440C with plastic cage around them. And man, this knife is really smooth. One of the smoothest flippers I've ever handled personally. The D10 isn't super strong on mine, so like if you did try, you can kind of do that. But I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot of effort. You can you can do the whole light switch thing or the push button, and it comes out every time. Very, very smooth flipper. Flips almost like oiled glass, I like to say. Really nice action, and of course you can use the thumb stud as well, so that's cool. Yeah, very fun knife to play with. Put this down, let you just have a look at it. And what else? Lockup is great. It's early on mine. Lockup is quite early on mine. Yeah, right there. Very easy to disengage. Does not have an over travel, but his newest models do have a pin, like an internal pin that prevents over travel. And on this first generation, you can, if you're really not paying attention, you can push it out too far because it's so thin. The spring tension on the lock bar isn't the strongest, so you do have to be careful with these first production models not to overextend the lock bar. Overall fit and finish is excellent on this knife. Considering this was his very first folder, I think he did excellent job. He did spend a lot of time learning and making so many changes to this very first folder of his, and I think since then they've just gotten better and better. So I mean, seeing as how this is his first folder, you can only imagine how great they're becoming now. So yeah, if you're interested in his knives or this knife, definitely check out John's YouTube channel and website. Try to get on his list. But yeah, overall, just really excellent knife. I haven't been carrying it that much as of late. I don't know, I have this thing about knives. If they're too nice looking, I tend to not carry them, just because I don't want to mess them up. But his blade finishes do come now in stonewash and the kind of acid etch stonewash, which is a great utility finish, so you don't have to worry about getting too many scratches on it or whatnot. But yeah, it's a great knife, really nice. So just give you some quick comparisons. Got the Brad Southard Spyderco next to it. I'm just putting up other flippers, titanium frame flippers next to it. This is obviously a great knife, but not in the same price range. Well, halfway there. I've got those two, so you can see how big it is. Just a little bit bigger than the Southard. And I've got my Tim Galeon Pro Series Turbulence. This is one of my best flippers ever. I never really did a follow-up on this knife, but I might. Yeah, man, this one flips crazy compared to the Grimsmo. And I think they're somewhat comparable, seeing as how they both use CNC milling and whatnot. But this is a mid-tech, not a full custom. Anyways, so yeah, that's the John Grimsmo Norseman. I just want to get my thoughts out there on this knife. Really do like it, and John, you really got to check out John's website. He has like some really crazy options now, inlaid materials on the Norseman that look awesome on both sides, on the frame lock side, and they are getting, obviously the prices have increased since he's made all these refinements to the knife, but I think it's worth it, and if you've any curiosity, I would suggest checking it out, and if you don't like it, you can always sell it on the secondary market. But John Grimsmo, yeah, it makes a great knife. And I actually, when I bought this knife, I picked this up in person from John. There was a USN gathering at his house, and it was awesome, just to get my first custom knife from the maker himself. And John, if you've watched any of his videos, you can tell he's a great guy, along with his brother Eric. The Grimsmo brothers are really good guys, and they make a great product. Yeah, so definitely check it out. Don't take my word for it. Check it out yourself. This is the John Grimsmo Norseman. Really awesome knife. And yeah, I think that's all about it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed what I had to say about this knife. And yeah, feel free to check it out sometime in the future. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.